This is a typical wall that I would put in my paintings. I've seen mice and I've seen little wrens coming in and out these walls. Lovely metal fence there as well. I love all the old stuff. Sitting at my usual spot. Look who's on the fence. See them? It's the dragon and the leafeys watching me. Lovely, eh? Great. Just adjusting the steady cam before we get moving. Just getting things organised. Going on a little adventure. We're on the edge of Leafeys Wood. I'll just turn you around and let you have a look at Heathfield. That's Heathfield there. Leafeys Wood. And we're on the edge. And I've just put seed down. That's per normal. Lovely. Now the reason I'm at Heathfield's edge is because I might take a wander over there later on, because yesterday I bumped in, well, I didn't bump in, but I seen the farmer. He was taking the sheep out Heathfield and taking it to lower ground down that way. He's got another field down in the lower ground, so he was moving them. He moves them, as you know. I think I've explained that to you, 2 or 3 times a year. Let's go into Heathfield. Leafeys Wood. Might go to Heathfield later. Yeah. What he does, he moves them about so that it's kind on the grass. They don't eat too much of the grass, and gives the grass time to grow if he moves them from higher ground to lower ground into each field. And it also fertilises both fields. So he's been doing that quite constant this year. Yeah. So, wasn't that lovely? Yes, and yesterday's look at all the leafeys. Wasn't that lovely yesterday when I got to film Mr. Squirrel? Do you see how close he came to me as well? He came right by me. If you look in the film, he came right by me, and just as he went out of camera, he stopped, looked up at me, had a nut in his mouth, and just plodded on straight away. That's the witches' brooms. That's the broomsticks. Yeah, that was great yesterday, getting that piece of film. I mean, I didn't just get that piece, I got quite a bit of film of him. What he was doing was he was gathering nesting material as well for the oncoming winter. This is the time that they collect the nesting material and start rebuilding or repairing their drays. A dray is a squirrel's nest. So he's preparing he's preparing for the oncoming winter. And it was, I noticed yesterday it was bark he was getting. It was thick bark, so it must be to line his nest, make it strong. And I take it the inside will be covered with straw and softer material. There was feathers up there as well. I seen him taking some feathers. Nothing like a bit of duvet, isn't there? I mean, we have them in our quilts, feathers. So why not him? All the comforts. In fact, I'll show you a bit, because yesterday I thought it was the deer that was eating the bark. And I seen some fresh marks. I'll show you, it's over here. This is us going downhill. It's not as bright today, but it's nice. I thought I'd get back out again. Right, I'll turn these round because it's coming up to it. And you'll see what I mean. See the bark on that fallen branch? Automatically I thought that was the deer. But it was Mr. Squirrel, because look, it goes away up, right away up to there. And the deers can't get away up there, so the squirrel's been stripping the bark off the trees. Yeah, he's been stripping the bark to line his nest, strengthen his nest up, which is great to see, and I filmed them doing it, so that was great. So I thought I'd get out and do a little bit of wildlife filming. Got up early this morning, I charged all my gear. So I've already had some nice pictures of the nuthatch and some robins. Yeah. I'm going on a little adventure, turn these round. Yeah, I thought maybe I'd go into Heathfield, since the farmer took the sheep out, and as I was explaining, he moves them about quite a bit. It's a bit windy today as well. I noticed that the birds don't like coming onto the ground when it's windy. They must feel insecure. They can't hear anything coming. Now that we're on the subject of the squirrel gathering his nesting material, I'll show you the bit that I filmed him yesterday. He was under the witch's tree here. But we'll go under and I'll show you where he was stripping. Right on the edge. Right on the edge where I was sitting of Heathfield. That's it there. Can I get in there? Look. Right there. Right there is where he was doing it yesterday. Look, that's what he was stripping off. Lovely, eh? Just to get out here now. Whoop. Mr. Nuthatch is doing a bit of squealing there, because I've just put seed down there. Yeah, that's the tree I sit at, overlooking my favourite viewpoint. That's where the mice come down from the tree, the wood mice, in there. So I had a bird's eye view yesterday. Lovely, eh? You can see how I sit here. I get the panoramic view. Look at that sky. That's a great painting sky. yeah, I get a great overview of all my surroundings. You can see why I sit here. Lovely. That's us in Heathfield. I just want to inspect this big tree here. A big oak tree. Is it an oak? Oh no, it's a maple. I need to look up in my trees. Get the book out and have a look. Study my trees. Lovely, eh? Colours are changing. Might be lucky today and get a buzzard on fire. Yeah. Oh, it's great to be in Heathfield. Never been in here for, what, a good few months anyway. Leave that oak tree there. I'll turn you round so you know, take you on a little walk. Now you know, these trees were felled in a storm a few years back, and they're still living, as you can see, which is great. We'll go down this way. Look at that view. Leafeys Wood. Leafeys Wood. We've left Leafeys Wood for a little short while. We'll go back up to that fallen tree in a little while. We just want to have a wee look about here, because sometimes there's pheasants kicking about here. I know I've got loads of film with pheasants, but you always like fresh ones. I always like fresh. As I was saying in yesterday's vlog, that's me preparing all the canvases for winter projects, because as I explained to you, it's not so good doing them in the cold winter when there's not as much heat and there's a lot of moisture about, as you know, in the winter. So it's better to do them the back end of summer going into autumn, any winter projects you have, and get them prepared so that you just need to add the animals as it says. So that's what I'm actually doing at the moment. It's took me a couple of weeks to do them, but it's going to be well worth the effort, as I said. But it mentally drains you, as I says, which is okay. Look at these mushrooms. Isn't that lovely? See, that gives me great ideas for any fallen trees I put into paintings. I'll add a few of these mushrooms. How good's that? How cool is that, eh? It's amazing. See, that's one of the great things about getting out. Now here's what I'm talking about. This is a fallen tree, but look what's sprouting up. Look what's sprouting up, guys. Healthy treelets. And they're sprouting from the old tree trunk. Isn't that great? How nature can survive. I mean, that is definitely a fallen tree, as you can see. There's the roots. Another one at the back. Great exploring, eh? There's the roots. Look at that. Nature's lovely, wonderful, isn't it? As it says, how they can survive. Now if that had been on an estate, what they would have done was, thought it was dead anyway, so they would chop it up and use it as firewood or something. Little knowing that it would survive. Here's more mushrooms, different ones. Show you these ones on this tree. Life is abound on fallen trees. Looks like a house, eh? With a nice roof. Gives me an idea for my stories. I wonder what animal I could make to live in that. Do you think the mice would take over that? No, I think I'd probably go for something like the crickets. The cricket's house. The cricket's house. Right, let's go into Heathfield. I want to see if that hare's over there. Under the tree. Over the fence. Got to watch I don't rip the trousers again. Let's just slowly look out. We don't want to scare Mr. Hare. Don't see him, but I don't want to come out into the open and scare him away if he's there. Look at that view. Look at the cloud as well. Isn't that a painted sky, eh? As they would say, that's a painter's sky. Right, the two dragon trees. The dragons are over at Heathfield at the moment because we've seen them, so yeah, might see some dragon eggs though. But that's the dragon trees. I've never actually shown you the older dragons, eh? The littlest dragons is the ones you've seen in Leafeys Wood, but there's older dragons, bigger ones. And I've still take you to the dinosaur canyon, which I'll do probably, well, they come out about the winter time. That's when I see them the most. So it'll be a winter project to try and capture them on film for you. Let's have a breather here. That's us coming up to the dragon trees. They said we have to expect rain about 3 o'clock today, so we'll see if it turns out or not, but at the moment it's nice. It's a bit windy, but nice, fresh. I've not seen Mr. Hare yet, so I mean, look at that sky, isn't that? What a difference for yesterday. Let's go under the dragon tree. So my task today is to get some wildlife shots. Since I got that great shot yesterday, the squirrel, I thought I'd get out and about and see what I could get up in Heathfield, because I'd like to get some more of the hare if he's about, and there's every chance he could be, because you know yourself, he's beyond this. His favourite bit is beyond this mound here. It goes down into a gully. But everything's looking good in Heathfield. This dragon tree here, I've actually filmed a deer lying in there. I think that was either last year or the year before I filmed it. I got it on film. I think I've showed you it. Yeah, I think it's in one of the vlogs. Another thing that I'm going to be looking out for is feathers. I've got feathers to collect for my fly tying. My fisherman flies for fly tying. They're pretty expensive on eBay. So what I do is I can subsidise some of it by just collecting some feathers. The ones on eBay, you do get the natural ones, but you also get the dyed ones as well. They dye them. But they're pretty expensive. I think they're about $7.99 for a packet. And then you don't get much. That's what I'll do one day. I'll let you see all my materials I've got in my fly tying box. That'd be quite interesting for you, I think, because that's to do with nature as well, with the feathers and the fur and everything. So I'll let you see that, one day, because it's quite interesting what's in the box. It's like a treasure box. Yeah, full of jewels and knickknacks and whatever. But I'll show you that one day. It'll be quite an interesting vlog, as I said. So let's go into the open. Sun's trying to come out. Go along this way. In fact, I'll turn you round again. Let you see what I can see. Surrounded by trees. That's my hometown up there. You see, I'm not that far away from Heathfield. But yeah, now we're going to have to be careful, because hares can see you a mile away and they can smell you as well. And I think the wind's blowing in his direction, so be careful, Colin. Tiptoe, one at a time. Beautiful Scottish countryside. Oh, yesterday, coming home from Leafeys Wood, I seen my very first field fares. I couldn't believe it. I thought, it's kind of early at the moment. But they've come in early. There's a lot of, as you know yourself, you've seen all the fruits we've got, the autumn fruits. So they're in harvesting the fruits at the moment. The early birds gets the worm, as they say. There's no truer saying than that, is there? The early bird gets the worm. Hear it? There's one. One's right above me. Right there. Just came over. It gives a kind of shriek, the call. I don't know if you heard it, but yeah, it's a field fare. Just came straight over the top of me there. There's a deer down there, look. A roe deer. Between these two trees. Do you see him? Right in the middle. There he's running. Isn't that lovely? Bounding away. See what I mean about tiptoeing? And they're a bit of lucky. It'd been good to get them on film, but in these kind of moments, You just got to observe. That was lovely. A nice red roe deer. Gonna have a seat here. Have a break, have a Kit Kat, as they say. Sit in a log. Sit in a log. Yeah, so over the coming couple of weeks, I will be busy painting. Not just oils, I'll be doing watercolours as well. I'm wanting to get another supply set up for the Christmas sales coming in, and I've sold quite a few on my Instagram channel as well. So if you go into my Instagram channel, you'll see all the paintings that I've sold over the past couple of few weeks. So I've sold quite a few of them, especially the winter ones. They've been selling quite good. So I'll need to replenish them, do more of them. So yeah, keeps me busy. Right, let's have a break. That was great having seen that deer. I've moved just below the buzzard tree. That's it behind me there. As you know, there's a nest in there. That one. Just there. A fallen nest from previous seasons. Oh, sorry. Steady cam's going hay wonkers. Give me a minute, guys. Steady cam was taking a hairy flaky there. Didn't like the angle, you see I'm on a hill. But yeah, that's the buzzard tree behind me. So in front of me, I'll show you. Oh, sorry again. Sorry guys, give me a minute. I might just have to. That's better. Yeah. In front of me is the haggis. The haggis moor. You've seen that from previous vlogs as well. This is where I normally get some great film of the kestrels and whatever. There's a branch there that he normally sits on. So I'm going to sit here for a little while, maybe half hour or something like that, and think about going home and doing some watercolours this afternoon. That's the old dead tree where I have my camera gear all set up normally if I'm looking out for the hares, whatever. Surrounded by trees and moorland, so yeah. And I'll need to think about the dinner time as well, because with me on my own, I have to make my own lunch and whatever, so I have to think about all these things, the housework, the chores, the errands to run, messages, bills to pay. It's not just a glorious life of painting and being an artist life. Everything is all involved. But yeah, great day. I thought I'd get out and about and get some wildlife filming and take a break from the painting. Gather my thoughts, get inspiration for more paintings. Hope you don't mind, guys. I'm just doing the panoramics around, let you see what I see. That breeze is welcome, you know, and it's the weather forecasters said we were going to get some mild weather coming in, some nice hot weather again coming in, so it's most welcome after that heavy storm we had. Yeah, and with me being that higher up than the lower ground there, I mean there's a lower ground away down there beside the castle. We seem to feel it a bit more up here, a little bit of height. So I'm going to Lovelies and Leafeys here. My task is to get a buzzard or a kestrel on film, and if I get that today, I'll be over the moon. But I'm over the moon anyway because seeing that roe deer there, and we've seen a field fair as well. So And yesterday we filmed the squirrel, so everything's all looking good, yeah. So, until next vlog, I'll say bye-bye. I hope you enjoyed this one, a wee bit longer than normal, but I thought I'd make it a little bit longer. Take you on a trip. As you can see, the wind's picking up too. Bye-bye. Where are you, Mr. Kestrel?